Donate on Patreon.
Hey guys, got some major announcements today. Major things, a lot of stuff to get to. Before I even jump into that, I just got to say, WrestleMania was weird. Nicholas is now the top star in WWE, apparently. I predicted Lesnar winning last night. I gotta say, I told you I had a little feeling about that. I also have another feeling that there's going to be a rematch tonight and Reigns is going to win. So let's hope that's not true. Let's hope that feeling's off and Lesnar's going to defend against Lashley at SummerSlam. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Moving on. And you'll notice I'm coming to you here in HD on the Logitech webcam. This was used in Napping on the Job. Samantha and I had a little fun with it. That's coming up in part 2 here. So, something to look forward to there. But before I get into the major news, major announcements, I want to, maybe it's because I watched the Hall of Fame induction speech on Friday night, but, looking back on, it made me look back on the last 2 years here, and my goodness, we've come a long way. And I say we, not me, because, you guys are the force that drives this thing. Not only financially, but, if you guys didn't want what I was making, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't sit and talk to myself if there was nobody watching, if there was nobody who wanted to see the work. So you guys have just been awesome. When things fell apart a year and a half ago, I know we've had up and down ride over the last year and a half, and I didn't really have a business model in place back then, and I took a chance on you guys, and used Patreon and did some stuff, and you guys really came through for me, and you've really come through for me here on Napping on the Job. It's not even technically officially released yet, and it's already been a huge success. With part 1, you guys have just really come through. And I've talked to a lot of you guys. I know some of you are still planning on picking it up. And I know people don't check their Patreon messages a lot, or emails for that matter. So I'm sure, you guys are going to continue to come through, you past patrons. We still need new patrons to come forward. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But before I even get into that, just looking back on the channel, let me turn that off. Looking back on the last 2 years, man, if you were here 2 years ago and you looked at the YouTube channel page and you look at it now, man, have we come a long way. I'm sure a lot of people back then probably thought, this guy's account's going to get terminated, this guy's going to quit, and, who could blame you? No one's ever done this or stuck around, pun intended. But, man, we've made it work, and it's awesome. You look at everything that's happened, everything with the Kidnappers Corner, the live action work, the digital work, everything we got cooking up now that I'm working on. It's incredible how far we've all come together to do it. You're all the Kidnappers cult. Someone just gave me that term, cult with a K. That's what I'm going to call, and the official cult members are the patrons. That's maybe I'll do something with that here, but I want to give some shout outs. First name only, not revealing any full information, but you guys know who you are. I guess I got to start with our first ever patron, Ryan, who recently came back. And now he can't stop reading the digital productions. He only funded us for a month back when we started, but he was our first ever patron, and that really meant a lot. And now he's back, and he's going through everything, not just the live action work. So I got to thank him for being the first one to ever take a chance on us. And I remember when he did, he said, "Where's all my rewards?" Because back then, Patreon only billed on the first of the month. No longer the case. We now have instant billing. So you get your rewards right away, and I get paid right away. So it works for everybody. I gotta give a shout out to Spike. Spike has been our biggest donor over nearly the last 2 years. He's pledged over $500 with us, which that's incredible. And some of you guys back when the live action stopped and you had sent so much money, $200 or so, I sent an email and said, hey, I appreciate it, but maybe you should cut your pledge down to $5 or $10 or something. You're not getting anything. But you guys didn't stop. You guys kept sending $25. Your generosity is unbelievable. And, I can't thank you enough. My man Wayne, you're not too far behind Spike. You even upped your pledge from $15 to $25. That's incredible. I can't, you guys have been way too kind to me. Justin, you continue to pledge $15, basically forever. You didn't have to do that. I got to thank George and Peter for buying the 1-year subscriptions back when I had them last year after the advertiser boycott with that whole debacle. I can't thank you guys enough for that. And all 4 of these guys I mentioned, I made them my accomplices in the 4th digital production, gave them different ski mask faces, and I think they all really enjoyed that. That's the kind of thing I like to do for my cult members. But there's so many of you guys, and I want to list some more names, but I'm gonna forget a lot of people. Alex and Yon, you guys cut your pledges down to $1. You didn't have to do that, but you kept pledging at $1, and I want to tell you how much that means to me. You guys, even though you weren't getting anything, you still wanted to support the show, support the brand. And if everybody who watched our videos pledged $1 a month, that'd be a game changer. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. You guys never quit. Chris, been a great patron of ours. I'm scrolling through the list here of people that have really come through, even over the last couple years. Terry and Evan, you guys were awesome. I hope you guys see we got new work and come back. I can't thank you enough for everything you did. Morrow, I think Ron, was the first person who ever sent us money. He used the old Patreon tip jar back after Kidnap was made and sent us $20. Haven't heard from you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. I got to give a shout out to Neil. Neil pledged nearly $300 with us back in 2016 and 2017. He even sent me an email once saying, what's it going to take to get this running again? I can do $50 a month, but I can't do any more than that. And I said, man, I need more people. I don't need more money from the same person. I appreciate it, but you guys are awesome. What can I say? You just want to help and make it work. There was another Alex. I said, what did I say? Edward, you donated about $200. I think I mentioned Evan and Terry. You guys are awesome. There's so many of you guys I can't list, but there's a lot of you guys that donated an extended period of time. Random person. That's your ID. Damien, Martin, Bob, you guys have been incredible. We got new patrons. John, several Johns. Mr. Darkley, you came back. I appreciate everything you gave in the past. I know the live action stopped, and I did what I can. William, Jim and James, you guys very much appreciated. Kevin, you've come back. There's so many of you guys. Zal, you returned here this month, just today. You guys have just been awesome. There's so many of you guys. Morrow. Trying to think if there's. I'm missing some people, and I apologize if I do. But you guys have just been been incredible. I can't thank you enough. We just this wouldn't be going. It wouldn't be going without you guys. And just take a look at the channel. Look how far we've come. It's really incredible. So that's really all I can say about that. And again, if I left you out, I apologize. And you guys know who you are. You know what you've done. You know, even Mario always attending all the live streams. Trevor, you're our best digital production fan. I mean, you guys, even though you guys can't contribute, that much financially, you guys, support everything I do and make it worth doing. I gotta thank Sasha, Shelly, and JJ, the girls that played them. I wish you guys nothing but the best. To Shelly and JJ, I'm sorry it didn't work out, and I have very good memories of us working together, and I distinctly remember the last time I saw you guys when we were shooting like the little intro video. I remember I was standing at me thinking like what big stars you guys were going to be, and how much we had coming up ahead of us we were going to make, and sad it didn't work out. And I have to thank Mercy, who sent you guys to me. She was incredible. I wish her nothing but the best. What a hard worker. And that's really all I can say about that. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I owe you guys a lot. And to Shelly and JJ, I mean, I wanted you to know that even though contractually I didn't have to pay you, that I felt it was the right thing to do. And the reason that I paid you guys is I wanted you to feel like you got something out of the work. I didn't want you to feel like you did it for nothing. I didn't want you to quit, quit acting and quit being a talent. I mean, I thought you guys were awesome and you deserved it. And I wish you nothing but the best. So now to the announcements. Now that I got all that out of the way. The announcements, major announcements. On April 24th, Samantha and I are shooting again. Adventures in Babysitting is coming to life. So you should be very, very excited. From now to the 24th, these next 2 weeks, I need as many of you to come forward as possible on Patreon. I gotta raise as much money as possible from now till the 24th. We're going to be filming this, and this is why you guys got to get involved with the digital productions, because if you do, you will see why it's so exciting that Adventures in Babysitting is coming to life. For those of you who have already read it, your eyes probably just popped out of your head. So we gotta get some more funding. You guys have been great. I know you're coming through. That's the major announcement we got. That's coming to life. I want to make Meet the Neighbors this summer. Obviously the goal, if you go to the Patreon page, you look on the left side, I have a $5,000 goal sitting there. That's our monthly goal, which is what we're going to need to hire 2 more people to have a regular monthly episodic DID action series going, similar to Ambushed format, but with more mature women in the roles. Not as much of a kids show as Ambushed was. Remember, I wanted that to be publicly uploaded. You got the orange tips on the guns. It was a little hokier than what I want to go for now. I want this to be more of a serious Charlie's Angels type show. So that's where we're going. That's the long-term goal, but I realize we can't get there right away. That's something that's going to take more time. So what I'm doing on Patreon is I'm cutting the goal down from $5,000 down to $1,200. That's our monthly goal this month. We need to hit $1,200 this month, preferably by the 24th. And we're pretty close to there already. We're at something probably like 60% of the way there. So, and it doesn't take many more pledges to get us all the way up there. So that's what I want to do, is focus on more short-term goals for this month, for next month with part 2 of Napping on the Job, for Adventures in Babysitting. Short-term goals to get us up to that point where we're going to need to be to have the regular episodic show. And I'm going to be here over the next couple of months trying to get back into the casting of that, to find the 2 people we need that you guys are going to want. It's not easy for a regular show like that to cast, and probably actually 3 people, because Samantha's probably going to be one of the agents as well, which I know you guys are going to be very happy with that. You know, I just have a lot of plans, a lot of things I want to get to. So you guys got to get involved with the digital work, you know, to see where I'm going with this. Now, I'm not going to be adapting all my digital characters into real life. There's going to be new live action characters. However, some of those early digital productions can be standalone work, or easy to be adapted. You know, I can do a lot of things with live action productions too that a lot of people don't realize. You know, I can take, let's say we have a live action production with the 2 agents, and this is something I plan to do, and they're going into like the woods, okay, and they're dropping out of a helicopter. I don't have to rent a helicopter to do that. I can make pictures of that happening, and then the live action just picks up in the woods after they've dropped out of the helicopter. You know, I can do a lot of stuff that's low budget, that, you know, that interacts the 2 together, that I don't have to waste money on a helicopter. You know, so stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of creativity that I can do mixing the digital and live action work together to make some awesome content. But I just wanted you guys to know that those major announcements there, the things we're doing. I'm planning on bringing the live streaming back every Wednesday night at 9. Also, mark your calendar there, Tuesday the 24th, when we're filming, because Samantha and I are going to be doing a live stream that night. I don't know exactly when, but Tuesday the 24th in the evening, Samantha and I will be doing a live stream. So that'll be at my house, so there won't be internet problems. So yeah, that's what we got. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough, all you guys, and I know I missed some people. You know, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to miss you if I did, but you know, there's a lot of you guys out there. There's too many of you who have supported us for me to possibly mention by name. Too many, and that's just goes to show you, you know, how lucky I am to have fans like you guys to really keep this ball rolling. And you think we've done a lot in the last 2 years? Wait till you see the next 2 years and beyond that, because we're taking this sucker to the moon. So that's really all I got to say. 18 minutes plus. Wow. I talked for a long time. I hope you guys stuck around and watched it all. But that's what we got. So thank you guys. I will see you soon. And enjoy the Kidnappers Corner episodes coming every Sunday here with Samantha till we wrap up all 5 of them. I'm going to try contacting Amanda Tedisco from yesterday's episode. I'm going to see if I can get her on a Skype and we can do a conversation. I think that would be awesome. More bonus video previews coming. The bonus videos are going to get sent out this month, and if you've already pledged, you're going to receive those as they're uploaded. So yeah. I also wanted to add, you know, if you guys ever felt, you know, that somehow your money was being wasted when I didn't have any live action content coming out, you know, if I was, you know, and who could blame you with nothing coming out, that the money was just disappearing. If you guys ever thought that your money wasn't used for anything, I assure you it was. All of the funding you guys gave to this brand lent in the credibility to me as a business owner, and that I had a viable product when I approached the talent agency that I'm now working with, that has brought us Samantha and any of the future girls that are going to be here. So without that funding you guys gave, none of this would probably be happening moving forward. So it wasn't in vain. You guys provided the credibility that I had a viable product and a viable business model that is going to allow all of this to continue. So I can't thank you enough. Without you guys, this probably isn't, as far as me having the talent goes, it's not, I wouldn't have them. So you guys did it all. You showed that this is the real deal. This concept's a winner, and that we're going to take it to the next level. So thanks again.